Hello everybody and welcome to a video on Battlevoid Harbinger. At least I think that's how you pronounce it, Harbinger. This is a space battle game. It's kind of similar to FTL in a way, but with the focus more so outside the ship more so than inside the ship with the crew. Kind of vaguely kind of similar to it, not exactly similar to it. So let me just quickly go through the options menu here. So really you just have the options here and the keys on the right, which you don't really need. You can just use the mouse really for most of what you need to do. I do use one key, which is X here for stopping your ships, which is quite handy. And options on the left, some special options here to do with the game. I did disable autofocus, camera and traps. The game keeps kind of recommending you to do it, even when you have it done. It's kind of a bit strange, but anyway, I think it's better off anyway. So yep, that's that. So let's go ahead, jump into the game and show you what it's like. Click play and start. Okay, so I'm going to create a new game actually, because this is actually saved my previous attempt, I guess. So I'm just going to click new down here, exit and begin new game. Yep. And now if I click play again, oh yeah, sorry, now I get the new game screen stuff. So you can choose training here and go through 3 different training missions, and then you can do easy, normal or hard difficulty up here. So I will just leave it on easy. And on the left you can select the ship that you want to use. So if I click select on that, you get a list of ships here, and they're locked until you get enough experience to use them. So I've unlocked a few of them here, and you kind of have carriers and destroyers and cruisers and stuff. The carriers allow you to add fighters to your ship and stuff like that, and the cruisers and things generally have more hull and armor and stuff like that. So we're going to just go with this one here. First ship actually. First ship's actually not too bad. So select that, and on the right here then you have the galaxy map, or whatever you want to call it. And each one of these is like sectors or areas that you go through, fighting enemies. And essentially you start here in the white one, and you have to go to get to the green one. But usually you have to sometimes kill certain key points as well before you finish off on the last one. So you can randomize it by clicking this button, and you get a different layout each time. Endless, I think, I haven't tried that, but I think that just lets you keep playing without the game coming to an end, I guess. So I'm not sure, but I'm just going to leave that off, and we'll go with this one here. Yeah, there's the thing, start and exit there, and click continue. Okay, so you get some story, and each sector or area or galaxy, whatever that you enter, you up against a different enemy, and there's 4 different, I'll call them galaxies, each game that you have to progress through before you complete that game. And really you come out at the end of it with a score, and it's all about beating your score, gathering experience and unlocking ships. So you can read this, but I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to read much of the text at all, to be honest. I just got to go through the game. The more you play this, after a few games you kind of end up skipping all this anyway. So just click continue. So these are missions that you get, and you select which ones you want to do, or I guess these are all missions I have to do. 4 different missions. Click OK, and this is the reward you get for doing it. So I'll get a special item, 6 upgrade points, and 150 scrap metal. So they're used to improve your ship, obviously. So click OK. Now when you start the game, you'll see all that scrap metal and upgrade points going into your ship. It's kind of like a starting bonus. And up here you can see that I have 13 upgrade points and 1,400 scrap metal. So this is our ship. This is a space station that we start near, and this is a selection. We can select our ship using this as well. And then you got some options up here for the star map, engineering, and formation. Formation is when you add more than one ship to your fleet, which can happen after maybe 10 battles or so. You might have enough points or something like that to actually buy a ship here on the left, and you can add it to your fleet. But you always have to keep your main ship alive, because that's the one you're in. If that dies, it's game over. Okay, so close that. We don't need to worry about that for the moment. Engineering. Oops, that's star map I clicked on. Star map is for just jumping between areas, and when you jump into an area, you can select where you want to kind of appear. On this, you can view your missions here, and they're the 4 missions that we have to do. You double click on them, it goes through them. Actually, only the last one's revealed. We have to actually find the other ones in the fog of war. So we close that. So anyway, this first space station, when you see this little icon, it means you have missions available. So you can click on that. You can either shop, or you can look at the missions. So we look at the missions. Excuse me. So this one is fly to sector, and we will get this reward down here. So yeah, just going to accept that mission. Now, just to show you the shopping, you can click on this and you can buy different items that are available, but usually at the start they're very expensive and you're not going to have enough. Well, we actually have enough in this case for this laser here. What is that? It's a tractor beam. I haven't actually tried tractor beams. I believe you can click this here, it tells you a bit about it. Capable of drawing small enemy ships towards your own ship. I don't know if I like the sound of that. There's a lot of different items and weapons that you can try out. You'll probably have your favourites, and I actually haven't tried this one, so I'm not really too sure about it. But you can see the cost is 800 scrap metal and 8 upgrade points, which we can afford, but I don't want that, so I'm going to click close for the moment. And really, you do want to spend this if you have it to make your ship as good as you can. So let's go into engineering now, and this is where we will add weapons and stuff to our ship. So the first thing I'm going to do, because it's a carrier, I think it's important that we get some fighter ships. So the green zone here allows you to add fighters or drones, and you can choose which ones you want. I think the battle fighters are the cheapest, and they're pretty decent all-rounders, I think. The other ones I've tried are the plasma bombers. They're a great supplement, and they kind of are good for taking down shields on enemies, but they're a lot more expensive and you get less of them, so might not be the best to start with. Again, your strategies will depend on how you want to play, but so we're going to click on this. It gives you some stats down here on the different things that you select, and also it shows you what upgrades you can get. So I can click on this and it tells me that it's shield damage upgrade, max ships upgrade, hull damage upgrade, and burst upgrade. So we're not going to upgrade anything, we're just going to buy it for now. Did I buy it? No, I didn't. Click on it here and then click buy. There we go. So now we have our fighters. Now if I just close this, you'll see the fighters launching out now. Oh, is that them? No, here they are now. That's the space station ships. So there's one. I think we get 3. Start out. Yep. This button over here, you can right click on that and that'll make them dock, which you probably won't need to use too often. Usually it's better just to leave them out all the time, but if you want to kind of focus them all to attack at the same time, might be a good idea to just do that and then relaunch them. Okay, so what's next? So let's go back to engineering, and we're going to need some weapons here to supplement our fighters. So I'm going to add, let's see, there's so many different weapons. There's a good selection. You got energy cannons, you got laser beams, and missiles. I'm actually going to add a missile to her, and this one is actually kind of homing missiles, and it's got really good range, 1200. So it's a good long-range missile. So the idea, the way I play this initially with the carrier is I try to keep the carrier out of range, and I pick long-range weapons to supplement the fighters that go in for the close-range attacks. So we're going to buy missile turret. You can see our scrap metal is going down as we spend and buy things. And I am going to also add... These are defensive. By the way, the blue zones are defensive. Well, they're like close-range defensive weapons. But they also, you know, you can move in close and use them as attack weapons, of course. But I'm just going to go with a bolter. And you can see that it's good against incoming missiles and also fighters or anything that gets close to your ship. Pretty much this will unleash on. So we're going to buy this. Let's buy 2 of them. Have we got enough? Yep, we do. So we're almost broke. We've got some upgrade points. So I'll show you how to spend the upgrade points. If we click on the ship here, we can... For 6 upgrade points, we can add an extra fighter. So let's do that. And now it goes up in price, so we can't afford to do that anymore. We could upgrade some other stuff, but I want to get to the action, show you the game. So, to move your ship, select it, right click on it. It's a 2D top-down space battle game. And that's how you move your ship around. It's pretty straightforward. As I said, the one key that I do use is X, which stops the ship, which is, if you just want to stop it, you're going to position your goods broadside. So enemies are coming in from the bottom. You can stop your ship moving by just pressing X when you have it nicely aligned. So it's a handy key to remember. So let's get the show on the road, and we will jump to the next sector. We'll call these sectors, we'll call the overall thing a galaxy. I'm not sure if that's correct or not, but missions, by the way, you can click missions here to see where you have to go. So we've fly to these 2 zones. Let's do that first of all. So we will click on the first planet here. Legend will tell you what all the different things mean on the map. That's basically a friendly space station and an enemy ship. So let's go. You click jump. And I like the jump effects in the game, going from sector to sector. Hostile ship detected. Continue. This will be easy because it's a tiny fighter and it's up against a space station, so we didn't really have to do much there. But when an enemy gets defeated in the area, you'll pick up the scrap metal it leaves behind and anything else. And this here, by the way, that's... Uh-oh. Incoming missile. Alright, so that wrecked us, okay. Yeah, they're actually boxes that you find around different areas, and if you click on them you get, you know, you get items out of it, but you can also release trap, which could be a big carrier ship or a missile that does massive damage. I actually done one time and the missile came at me and I was so low in energy that it just completely killed me and it was game over, which sucked. So if you see a missile coming at you, what you could do is, in an emergency, just quickly click star map and fly off to another area as quickly as you can. Yeah, so that's basically what they are. So you can see we took damage. The orange bars are our hull and the blue bars are our shields. So I'm gonna repair. Can we not repair? We should be able to repair. Oh yeah, you can, yeah. Yeah, for some reason that wasn't light and orange there. But yeah, when that's lit up orange, you just click on it. Repair ship station, yes. And it's always a free repair when you use a friendly space station. Now, you'll see an exclamation mark up here, and basically what that's telling us is that there's an item in space that we can pick up, and it's probably this here that was left behind by the crate. So I just click engineering, and you can see this here shows you what's in the space. If you click on it, it's a photon cannon, and it looks pretty damn good actually. Good range, good hull damage. It's kind of got low shield damage, so it's kind of like a hull weapon. But we're going to take that and you can put in your cargo hold, or you can just put it straight onto your ship. So that's brilliant. We got a free weapon. So let's. Oh yeah. So this guy has missions. Quickly have a look. And generally speaking, I nearly always accept the missions unless they cost scrap. So I'll just accept this as well. And to the star map again. You can see now certain areas are being revealed. We're going to fly here. You can see the enemy ship is going to be here, so I'm going to jump over here so that it puts a bit more distance between us. This should be, again, easy because we got backup. Yeah, I mean, these are easy battles to start out with, of course. We picked up some stuff. And let's move on. So we're going to move on to the next sector. Another small ship by the look of it. And there you go, so we completed the mission, fly to one sector, fly to the other sector, and we got the reward, which is nice. That was a really simple mission. Some of them are a bit more difficult than that. But we're only starting out and we're on easy level, so you can see that pulse cannon that we got is firing off pulse shots, which looks really decent weapon actually. And did a lot of damage before the fighters even got there. So let's move on. Okay, so here's a nice, bit more of a challenging battle. Well, 2 fighters. Let's jump in, do some damage, and it's a good idea to always take on as many enemies as you can. Just keep collecting upgrade points and beefing up your ship, because it will get difficult as you get through the game. So you can see the fighters and the pulse cannon. It's doing an excellent job of taking down the enemy. And nothing to worry about, it's all a walk in the park at the moment. And let's have a look, see if we can upgrade anything. So, I click engineering, and this pulse cannon is very good, so you could, let's see what we could do. We can upgrade the speed of it, which I think would be very useful. So let's do that. Actually, we may as well. 14. Let's do a full upgrade on the speed, sure. So the shots, I imagine, will travel a lot quicker now. Okay, so what you can do instead of flying to the next sector is you can actually click a few sectors away like this, and it'll actually plot a route and it'll jump, unless you meet an enemy which will interrupt it. But let's go for it anyway. And we're at a friendly station here by the look of it. We've got more missions. Quickly have a look at the missions. Accept missions. Yeah, just accept everything. Have a look at the star map. I'm looking for a nice challenge here, a decent battle. But so far it's very easy. So let's jump. I probably should have put this on medium difficulty. Very nice, and I love the I like the battles, like the laser, the shot effects, everything's it's a tidy game. Like it's a nice game to just jump into, to have a quick run through, and the battles are very enjoyable in it. So let's keep going, see what happens. All right, here we go now. A few more things to fight. Let's rotate our ship around so that the defenses are facing the enemy. Area cleared. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. Next sector. Let's see if we can complete this first area. We're going through it pretty quick, so... Enemy down. And I'm collecting more upgrade points, more scrap metal, but I'm just going to keep pushing because I'm just going to see if I can complete this pretty quick. Okay, so it's letting us know there's another box in the area. Nicely done. Let's check out what's in here. In case it is a missile, I'd always recommend put a bit of distance between your ship and that before you open it, and also put your defenses pointing towards it, so if it is a missile it can help. But we're going to take a risk and go for it anyway. And it's a trap. EMP pulse. Scanners detected a strong electromagnetic pulse which disabled FTL engines for a turn. So you got to click wait in the star map. Okay. Okay, so let's see what it dropped first of all. Wanderer missile turret. This is probably better than the one we have equipped. So you can see the range is 60 and 44. This actually has better range. Hull damage is 50 and 10. Hull and shield damage 50-10. And this one is 66 and 10. Recharge time 4, for accuracy 50, 49. That's not that much better. We'll stick it in the cargo hold. You can sell these, or if you get add more ships to your fleet, you can actually equip them with any weapons that you have. So, can we afford a ship? Let's have a look. 97. Yeah, we can. So I'll show you how this works. You can just buy whatever ship you can afford here, and add it to your fleet. You can also position your fleet in a way that maybe stronger ships are surrounding the weaker ship, or whatever way you want to do it. So this new ship now joins party. Here it comes. Okay, now it has no weapons, so let's go to engineering, and I'm going to drop this back out into space, and I'm going to go to our new ship here, and it's going to carry one weapon. It's not as powerful as the ship we have, but I'm going to give it the missile. And now we've got a missile boat with us, essentially. So, star map. We got to click wait because of that EMP pulse. So let's just click wait. Wait, kind of, as you're playing the game, ships will travel between areas. So you could be waiting here, and a fleet could come in on top of you. Or you could wait on purpose, maybe, to actually fight a fleet in a more defensive sector. So that's what wait is used for. Okay, so here we go now. This looks like a challenge because we've got an enemy space station. I'm gonna come in at a distance over here, and this will pose a bit more threat than what we've faced so far. So let's go for it and see what happens. Oh, and it's in an asteroid field. The asteroid belts or fields are dangerous because they constantly damage your hull. So up here the jump drive is charging. We cannot jump until that's fully charged. So let's do this battle and see what happens anyway. So you can see these missiles are coming in from the enemy ship here, and our blue bolters are hitting the missiles before they come hit our ship, basically. So they're like point defense. That's one down. You can see our fighters. When your fighters get destroyed, they'll relaunch. So they're pretty useful. And of course, you'll be up against enemy carriers too, which have the same. Now, it's very important when you're in battle to watch your ship shields and hull, which you can see over here as well, because you don't want to die. Okay, so let's see if we can take this down. Hello, chicken. Okay, so we destroyed the station, and that's pretty much the game. I'm not going to go through any more sectors. I think it's more the same, but it's really good. It's a very enjoyable game to play. It's simple, and it's not too complex. Good pick up and play space battle game. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and comment if you like the video, or if you have the game. Let me know what you think about it yourself. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.